14. Pundits are comparing a Tea Party upset in Virginia last night with the nasty GOP fight here in Mississippi.
And the candidates here are reacting. 16 WAPT Scott Simmons is here with what they're saying tonight. Scott.
Yeah, Cochran and State Senator Chris McDaniel have been crisscrossing the state after that Tea Party upset last night in Virginia. A 7-term incumbent, Eric Cantor, was beaten by an unknown, the Tea Party candidate David Brat. The House Majority Leader ousted in the primary there, but Senator Thad Cochran says that won't be his fate here.
Thad Cochran toured the Siemens plant in Richland Wednesday. The 6-term incumbent from Mississippi says he was stunned by the defeat of House Majority Leader Eric Cantor.
It's disappointing, sure, but I believe in this country.
I think there was a lot of surprise everywhere on the size of the victory and the fact that the leader couldn't defend his service in the Congress. So, what else is new in politics? I mean, some people win, some people lose.
Cochran says that won't happen to him. He is making more high-profile campaign stops since losing the Republican primary to Chris McDaniel, a man Cochran calls an extremist.
I think it's a competition for ideas now as exactly in the re-election campaign, whether you want somebody with experience in helping support our state and its needs, or someone who's trying to tear down the federal government just for the sake of tearing it down.
No one can name a single fight that he's led against Barack Obama. No one can name a single charge that he's led against the liberal agenda.
Chris McDaniel is brushing aside those claims.
I'm glad to put my endorsement now behind State Senator Chris McDaniel.
Collecting endorsements for the likes of Fox News commentator Sean Hannity. He continues to call Cochran out of touch with conservatives.
We have the momentum right now, and they understand that Washington, D.C. has to be changed. They likewise understand the only way to change Washington, D.C. is to change the people we send there to represent us.
Millsaps political science professor Kenneth Townsend says the Cantor defeat is getting, at the very least, a lot of national comparisons to this race.
It's at the very least a reflection that the Tea Party is not going down without a fight. Now, whether or not it gives speed to the Tea Party, I don't know how much what goes on in Virginia in a congressional race affects what goes on here in Mississippi in a Senate race.
Well, last night in Washington, D.C., Senate Leader Mitch McConnell held a fundraiser for Cochran. They say he raked in as much as $800,000.
Well, Scott, is there any polling showing where this race stands right now?
A lot of polling going out there. There's a few. One, though, from Chisholm Strategies. It has McDaniel ahead by 3%, but the margin of error on that poll is 3%, basically showing it's a dead heat.
Very close.